Hello everyone. I'm here outside my apartment in a part of Manila called Pandacan, and I wanted to show you what kind of a village area or lower class area of Manila looks like. So I'm going to give you a tour of this area, walking around, and I'll be making a separate video for inside the apartment, the flat. Okay, so this is the outside of where I live, and to get in I have to open this gate. This happens to be open right now, but when it's closed, I've got to open it up like this to get in. Okay. And anyway, in this area, you see mostly, for the vehicles, mostly motorcycles and the tricycles, motorbikes, because it is hard for cars to get in here. And from that direction, that way, there might be a kind of a roadblock, but I think cars can come from the other direction. But anyway, I wanted to show you just what this area looks like. I'm leaving today, so it's fine for me to make a video of this area. I mainly came here because it was inexpensive. Let me show you this area here. Someone's apparently raising chickens here. So this area was okay. It was interesting to experience kind of a poor village life in Manila. There were no skyscrapers in here. There are, far away from here. Here are mainly houses and apartments. And a lot of the houses here used to be, some of the houses here, apartments used to be businesses, but were converted to houses or apartments. And the one that I was living in apparently used to be some sort of business. Okay, so I want to show you this area. I've mainly only walked on the road we were just on, and I haven't actually been to this area. I just wanted to show you this area. Most of the buildings look pretty similar. Yeah, so this is not really a nice area. There are areas in Manila that have like much nicer places, but this was still an interesting experience. To see what ordinary Philippine people, places they live in. And if you look up online, the GDP per capita of the Philippines is pretty low compared to other countries. It's not so low, and I don't remember the exact numbers, so I won't throw any numbers out, but it's definitely much poorer than, say, Thailand or Malaysia per capita. But anyway, this was an interesting experience to be in this area, and this area is called Pandacan. It's spelled like panda and then C-A-N at the end. It's called Pandacan. And Pandacan is a district of Manila. And I'm going to end this video when I show you the road called Pedro Gil. And I've actually made a video touring around Pedro Gil Road. Okay, so here, I've actually been here one time. That laundromat, was okay. And I believe it cost me 150 pesos. And they washed and dried my clothes within 3 hours. It was surprising because every other laundromat I've been in the Philippines, usually they take 2 or 3 days. But that one was within a few hours. So I guess I got lucky there. Okay, here's a man on a bicycle. And there's a carriage where people sit in. Hello. And yeah, so this is just the area you can see. We're on a road called Felix Road. And as I've mentioned, we're gonna go to Pedro Gil Road. And not sure if you can tell, but there are a bunch of political sort of signs and signage around. The way it is. And the Philippines is seems to be a fairly religious country. Mostly people are Catholic. You can see here this is some sort of a shrine there. And down on Pedro Gil, there's an old church. That's between depending on how you count, it's at least 300 years old. Could be up to 440 years old, depending on if you count the old things it used to be. But it was founded by some priests. And sometimes in Philippines, you'll see cars and jeepneys. Jeepneys are sort of their minibuses with artwork. This is kind of interesting to me. I haven't seen this before. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but that looks like Gundam Wing. Okay, so there is sort of a skyscraper, or at least a tall building down that way. And Pedro Gil has more tall buildings, but this area there are not many tall buildings. And I don't remember what time I started this video. Started making this, but we're getting close to around 5. Well, probably I started this around between 3 to 4 p.m. And around 5 p.m. Traffic gets really bad. Already you can see a lot of motorcycles going around. And as I mentioned, this is Felix Road we're on. And at the end of this road, at the intersection, There's a lady who sells fruits, and today I've gone to her a few times. Mostly I buy bananas or rambutan. So definitely I think I was well, I'm not certain, but I'm one of the only foreigners who was in this area. So I can definitely tell, because in part lots of people staring at me. And anyway, show you some food that's being sold. This lady's selling some street food, and across there, this is the fruit. The lady just walked away, but this is where I often buy fruit.
My friends.
See, there's bananas. Here is rambutan. And rambutan, by the way, is super delicious. It's kind of like a lychee, but different anyway. Okay, so this road here, this is Federal Gill Road. Okay, so as a recap of this video, I showed you kind of a village area, or at least a low class, kind of a poor neighborhood. In the area is called Pandacan, which is the district of Manila, the Philippines. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. Please give a thumbs up. And finally, if you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so. Thank you.